before we go on to the next game.
Who's the next game?
So there was another game somewhere in the northern area as well. I think it was in St James Park.
Where? Where's that?
I was in Newcastle. So yes,
What?
Newcastle versus Manchester United.
Okay. Is that in the English Premier League?
I believe you're a United fan. You should have watched the game.
Am I?
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
Okay, yeah. So Newcastle,
Crazy.
back-to-back wins. First against Chelsea and now against United.
Yeah.
1-0. What was your take from the game?
My overall take from the game, to be honest, Ten Hag, your time is done.
Damn.
Your time is done. I've seen enough. I can't defend this much longer. I can't defend it at all, in fact.
Okay, what was Ten Hag's fault? I don't understand.
Everything. Every single thing I saw on that pitch.
Interesting.
So I'll be honest. So and I feel like this was my body telling me something. But I had a big Friday night, so I was you know when you have one of those Saturdays, you're just in and out of bed, sleeping. You just wake up to get the Uber Eats.
We're not 18 anymore. We can't just bounce back.
I can't because I had a big Thursday as well. I can't do it anymore.
That's what happens when you get close to 30.
Yeah, hey. But yeah, so I didn't wake up until the 30th minute.
Fair enough.
And then I'm in bed, I go on my Sky Go, I tune in, and I'm just like, what the hell is this?
Okay.
Bro, I didn't see us get the ball in their half so I tuned in the 30th minute. It's not until the 43rd minute that we got the ball into the half. And I don't care what the excuse is, injuries, fitness, whatever, man. Them man are trying to say because the plane got cancelled and they had to take a train, so their legs were tired and they had cramp.
The train's like a 3-4 hour train.
Do you know what I mean? Like, you're down the road.
Yeah.
There's honestly
3 4 hours, so like an hour train.
There's honestly no excuse, right? At that level of football when you're Manchester United.
100%.
Like, fam, we play like a relegation team. Like, we play worse than Bolton in 2006.
Oh, breathe, man.
No, genuinely, it's not good. And you have to blame it all on Ten Hag. There's no semblance of coaching. The players look disinterested.
Okay, let's break this down first.
Yeah.
Lineup. Did you have any problems with the lineup?
100% I had problems with the lineup.
I thought it was a decent lineup.
No.
What's the issue?
I don't get this. Firstly, Maino and McTominay in midfield makes no sense for me. You're relying on one, an 18-year-old kid, and two, another player he's just not a deep midfielder at all.
But what's the alternative you had for the Casemiro's injured, no?
Even though he's shocking, like I'm a proponent of playing players in their natural positions, right?
So who would you?
So either put Amrabat there or put Bruno deeper and McTominay further ahead. At least last season we've seen.
So you played Maino and like Bruno as like sort of pivot type.
Well, but it's not really a pivot because he does the 8-8 thing, right? But it's just one in possession is expected to go a bit further forward and essentially play in the forward line, which again is a tactical mistake.
You'd rather have McTominay as your midfielder further forward than Bruno?
100%. McTominay is not adept in a deeper position.
Where's Bruno better?
Obviously, he's better further ahead. However, that being said, if you're playing Bruno in a game further ahead, in a game, I would say, not even in a game such as this, every game is like this for now, where he's not going to get on the ball at all. He's useless being isolated up top by himself, and he's going to come deeper to affect the play anyway. So you might as well bring him deeper because at the end of the day, he's your only player in that team that can actually thread the ball in some way. He's the only one that can pick up the ball in midfield and give a bit of magic. So you might as well play him deeper. Shaw at centre-back, even though Shaw and Maguire had a great game. Great game.
They had no help at all and they were...
No help at all. Yeah. However, I do not want to see that useless scrub Dallo play fullback for my team again. I do not want to see it. And you have Varane there. You even have Johnny Evans, who you've brought out of the shadow realm to replace Varane. Bro, and this is my problem with Ten Hag, is that he's so concerned, right, with minutia details, like, angles, so I have to have Shaw playing at left centre back and Maguire can't play there because of angles. My friend, these are not the issues we have now. Those are things you work on when you're Arsenal right now, when you're putting the final touches on your team. You need to focus on the fundamentals. Okay. And the fundamentals are that Tactically, your team is broken. There are wide gaps everywhere. Your centre midfielder, your defensive midfielder is isolated in every aspect of the game. You're essentially playing with two teams. You have a deep back four and you have a front four, front five that are playing so far ahead, they're disjointed. You've then got these players pressing forward, but it's only the front four players that press forward. So they're chasing shadows all game. And then the ball, 1-2 pass, they bypassed. Your midfielders, they're isolated. And now your backline is isolated. And now you're expecting Martial, Garnacho and Rashford to do shuttle runs. It's not going to work. It's a ridiculous, ridiculous concept. And I can't keep watching this. I cannot. Ten Hag, your time is done. From what... Bro, you're terrible. I'm so sorry.
This is a man who got you third place last season. You want to
yeah, man. That third place was a mirage, man. That third place was a mirage, really. It's only because Chelsea were really rubbish, Liverpool were really rubbish. That's it. And Newcastle
they're newbies, isn't it?
Yeah, man. They allowed us. Nah, man. I'm not.
So I remember before you were saying that how Ange sticks to his philosophy, yeah.
Yes.
And you wanted to relate that to Ten Hag.
Yes.
But my issue with that whole thing is that Ten Hag has said that he didn't come to United to play his Ajax.
So what the hell did he come to do?
He said he wants to be the best transition team in the world.
But he's not even doing that. How have you set up this team to be the best transition team in the world when they can barely string 3 passes together and get the ball out of their own half? And then you're wondering why Rashford, Martial, everyone looks so disinterested. My guy, you've got players that excel.
I'm so sorry. Rashford is on 350k a week. He should be tracking back.
Listen, of course, and you know how
he was appalling that match.
You know how I feel about footballers earning money and not doing their job. But at the end of the day, human beings are human beings, right? And if you put someone in the wrong role to do something they're not very good at and give them a job that is impossible, at the end of the day, they're going to become disheartened and they're not going to give you your all. And at the end of the day, you're a manager. Your job is to manage players and manage people.
He's not a good manager at all.
Well, therein lies another problem. Ten Hag, you have not shown that you're capable of any aspect of being a Manchester United manager at this stage. It's been 18 months, if probably a bit longer than that, and I have not seen anything that's better than Mourinho, better than Van Gaal, and definitely have I not seen anything that's better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. This is genuinely some of the worst football I've seen Manchester United play in my 26 years of life.
Van Gaal was worse, much worse.
100% not.
I guarantee you Van Gaal was worse.
No way.
That was some of the most boring football I've ever watched in my life.
But at least we had control of the game, right?
But
boring. We did nothing with the ball.
Yeah.
Agreed.
So what's the point?
But I'd rather do that. Yeah. I'd rather do that than be fighting for my life. Yeah. We are fighting for our lives here. Like the statistics that I've seen come out in the wake of the match, apparently it's something we're like the 3rd worst team for keeping possession in the league or something like that. We just don't get the ball in the other team's half. It's ridiculous.
So you don't think Ten Hag can somehow find a solution to this?
Where? It's been 18 months of the same thing and it's getting worse and worse and worse. At least and this is why...
It hasn't been 18 months of the same
thing.
Yes, it has. You were flying high at a certain point.
No. We were getting points on the board, but Rashford was bailing him out, essentially. That's what happened.
Fair enough.
Yeah, again, we didn't have control of the games. We didn't play good football. We didn't do anything that I hadn't seen us do under Ole. It's just unacceptable. It's just completely and utterly unacceptable. And I don't get why after £400-500 million spent, you need everything in place. Everything has to be perfect. Not one player can be injured for you to play a semi-decent brand of football. But we've literally just seen Postecoglou rock up to the Emirates with Emerson Royale and Ben Davies at centre-back and go machine for machine with them. It makes no sense. We can't even get a goal. If we went to Fulham tomorrow, we would not be able to get a goal. Yeah, let alone a goal at City. It's not on. It's just not on.
I'm pretty sure in that starting lineup from yesterday, yeah, you didn't have only Onana. Onana was your only Ten Hag signings that started, no?
And what's happened to all your signings, bro? Where are they?
Most of them are injured or some of them are out of form. So you can't expect him to play the kind of football that he wants to play.
But if everybody is injured and if everybody is out of form, do you not have to look up? Do you not have to look up and say, why is this the case? it can't be that everyone is injured and out of form. Surely there has to be a wider reason to this.
So Ten Hag is a bad manager.
Yeah, man.
His track record speaks otherwise. Though.
No, how does it speak otherwise? What has he done in this world of football?
For the Ajax team.
Okay.
Champions League semi-final.
I could have done that. I could have done that. I could, bro.
Ridiculous.
Bro, I could have done that.
Ridiculous.
100% I could have done that.
Okay, moving on. There was a clip of Rashford when he got subbed off. Yeah, he was a bit annoyed and he mouthed, "What the F am I doing here?"
I saw what the F. I don't necessarily know what he said at the end. I don't want to cast assertions. I don't want to.
That's what it looked like to me.
Yeah.
Going from that, do you believe that Rashford would do better at any other Premier League club?
100%. Bro, as a Rashford fan now, just go. Just go. I
really?
want to see, because I can't.
That's crazy.
I can't keep hearing Jalen. I can't keep hearing individuals such as Jalen talk crud on my boy's name, yeah, and I have nothing to go back. I can't. What can I say at this stage?
Is he your best player?
It's out of him, Bruno, and Shaw. Let's take whichever one you want.
No, I'm asking you. Is he your best player?
I mean, yeah, probably. Yeah.
So you believe he could go to the likes of Arsenal and absolutely dominate?
100%. That would be. If he went to Arsenal win the league. Yeah, man.
Rashford is not that good, brother.
Yes, he is.
Like, he's a good player. He's a decent player. Like,
yes,
he's good at what he does, getting in behind and scoring goals. But I don't believe
he's got more to his game than that. I'm not going to get.
He used to.
And I'm not going to get into that. And this is the thing. So I'm watching City and Tottenham today. And like, for example, you take...
I'll take Doku over Rashford, though.
But this is my... So you... It's interesting you say that, because I'm watching Doku, right? And aside from the one time he hit the crossbar,
that was very good.
Yeah, but Rashford does that
when
this is my point, right? Doku in that game got the ball and was isolated against his fullback on a number of occasions, but because City dominate the ball, him getting the ball and then there being no final outcome to it doesn't look bad. The narrative becomes, Doku was lively, he did something.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're Marcus Rashford and you only get the ball, forget you, the whole team only gets the ball 3-4 times in a match to do something with it for your team, and nothing comes of it, the narrative then becomes, he was wasteful in possession. But really, they've both done the exact same thing. It's just a matter of you need, at the end of the day, being in a football team and winning games is about creating chances and creating numerous chances. You're not going to score every chance. You're not, even the best of chances, everything relies on luck and whatnot at a certain stage. And it's all about dominating, creating overloads and creating multiple chances. You increase your likelihood of winning. And Manchester United just don't do that. So I think it's very unfair to judge. Obviously, Rashford's been very disappointed this season, but I do think it's very unfair to judge him harshly as an individual rather than judging him based on the whole team. And the whole team's been disappointing. And ultimately, if the whole team's been disappointed and you look back to this team has achieved things, relatively, and has been able to go to top teams and play well and get good results, then ultimately you have to start looking at the manager. And don't get me wrong, I'm well aware and I'm the biggest proponent of the fact that the structure at United is horrible and is set up for most people to fail. But at the end of the day, there's basics that you have to do. There's fundamentals that you have to do. And you've been given the tools to do that as a manager, and you're just not doing it. And ultimately, it's worth the sack. And look, in the next 2 weeks, after this game week, we've got Bayern and then Liverpool. The Liverpool match is on the 18th of December, which when Mourinho got sacked is also when we face Liverpool. Mourinho got sacked on the 19th of December, the day after.
5-0.
Yes, it was.
Okay.
If you, we have a group chat. If you go back to our group chat at the start of the season, I think you will find what I said is that Liverpool match will claim his job. And I can't keep going 10 for 10 with these predictions. You can't keep letting me be the oracle like this, yeah?
See, my only problem with sacking Ten Hag is there's no one else out there. Unless you bring Graham Potter in, which is going to be the worst decision you can ever make.
So, interim manager.
Who? Who?
There's a certain Norwegian fella who is still not in a job.
You want to bring back Ole?
100%. I even know who I want to be my full-time manager.
Who's that?
But you're gonna have to coax him out. You might have to give me the bib for the. Oh, we don't have the bibs today, do we?
No.
You might have to turn the lights red for this one.
Is it Diego?
Yeah.
That's not even a Rondo. I hear it.
I want the
I hear it, bro.
It's time.
It's
time for some soccer ball. It's time. We're not built for this. We're not built for possession.
United.
Yeah, man.
Give it 2 years, you might win a league.
Bro, we need someone that can go up against the board.
Exactly.
Yeah. We need someone. We need an actual. We don't need a coach. We need a manager.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We need someone that's going to be the whole club, the whole structure. But we also need someone that's going to give these players punishment.
Punish
Serious.
them. Yeah.
And
United, I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
That's my shout.
If it doesn't work for Poch at Chelsea, that's who I'm going for as well.
Oh.